Good evening and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school softball. Tonight, the Dover Lady Tornadoes host the New Philadelphia Lady Quakers, presented by the Kime Company, Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, and Rightmark Roofing. Tonight's game is also brought to you by your local Wendy's, Wood Electric, Dover Brake, Kemp Insurance, your local McDonald's, Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, your local Subway restaurants, Dover Philly Credit Union, and the East Central Ohio Educational Center of East Central Ohio. Now let's head to the field with Big Z Sports.
Beautiful day here at Field 7 at Dover City Park as we get set for high school softball between Dover and New Philadelphia. Bill Hammerstrom here with Bill Morgan. We're going to take it right to the In the Dugout with the Coaches, brought to you by Cush Financial. Before we come back, get you your first pitch. Your Wood Electric pregame show is coming up. But first, it is In the Dugout with the Coaches, and that's next here on WJER and Big Z Sports. We are in the dugout with the coach, brought to you by Cush Financial. I'm with New Philadelphia softball coach John Dubke. Coach, 6 games into the season, 2-4, but could easily be the other way around. A couple of close games. What's your assessment of your team so far, 6 games in?
Oh, yeah, you're right. We definitely could be the other way around. We lost a couple of real close ones there. We lost to Lexington in 9 innings, lost by 1 out there, and then we lost by 1 in our second game of doubleheader down at Tri-Valley. We're really, we graduated a lot of kids last year, 7 graduated seniors last year, so we're young and inexperienced. But we show signs at times of maybe having some potential to be a decent team. We just got to get a little more consistent, find some offense. We've struggled in hitting right now. Not the best place to come to when you're struggling with offense, but hey, who knows? Maybe we'll break out of that tonight and see what we can do with it.
So you probably don't like to think about it, but last time you were here was a 12-inning marathon in the tournament that came down to the last at-bat, and then you watched, probably the toughest game of the tournament for the eventual state champs was against you guys. What do you take from that game? What do you think when you think about that game?
The thing, and obviously that game still comes up quite a bit. Quite a few people are still talking about that night, and it hasn't left my brain. I know that was a heck of a night. It was a great classic softball game between 2 really good teams last year. I kind of thought who won that game would have a good shot, and obviously Dover showed that what I thought would happen. And but what I take from it is I don't think a lot of people gave us that opportunity or gave us the thought last year. I think a lot of people, Dover was on such a streak last year. So to come in here and at their place and play them like that, it kind of shows you got to play every night. Any night, anything can happen. Game starts at 0, and hopefully by the time you get done, whether it's 7 innings or 12 innings, you got more points than they do.
We'll talk about your pitcher today, Jillian Howard, Iron Woman last year. Into the 12th inning she pitched last year. I mean, that was just an outstanding performance by her. Can you talk about her and what she brings to your team again this year?
Absolutely. Jillian is a warrior. That game last year was, and I look back and she's had 3 really good games against Dover over the last 2 years. And that's actually one of our, having her back is huge for us because that keeps the stability in the circle. We all know how important that is. So it's helping the younger ones, get up to speed. She's able to keep us in games. And then if we have to, we have a freshman right now, Bryce Smith, who's doing a really nice job in the circle too. So it's a nice 1-2 punch. Maybe not as good as their 1-2 punches, but I like my 1-2 punch also. So I think it's going to that's going to help us as we go along. I think it's going to help us when we get along here.
And of course, this is the rivalry game. It would be nice to get a win for Jillian today and the rest of your team, right?
Absolutely. She's had 3 hard luck losses. I think all 3 of them came down to either we were leading or tied going into the 6th inning. And the 3 losses that she has here, she's pitched a whale of games, so it would be really nice for her to get it. But on top of it, like you said, it's a rival game. Anything can happen, and, well, of course, we always want to beat those guys.
All right, Coach John Dubke of the New Philadelphia Quakers. Coach, thanks for your time and good luck.
Thank you.
In the dugout with the coach, I'm Bill Hammerstrom for WJER and Big Z Sports. We are in the dugout with Dover head softball coach Hannah Duff, brought to you by Cush Financial. getting set to take on the New Philadelphia Quakers. Coach, last time these two teams met was here in a tournament game, 12 innings, 4-3, Dover win. As you think back on that game, what do you remember about it? What sticks out?
I remember a whole lot about it, but just the way that the girls handled it and came back each inning. Philly made some great plays that game, and we just kind of came back and answered to them. I'm kind of expecting it to be another good one today. Yeah,
talk about the talent of your team, New Philadelphia, the other teams around here, because once you got out of those games, one-run games, it didn't seem as difficult at the state level. I'm sure those were really good teams, but can you talk about how good everybody is around Tuscarawas County in the area?
I think Tuscarawas County just has a solid softball just in general. It's kind of fun to see just all the success of all the local teams. I also think it makes a difference when you know more about the girls than you do at the teams that we were playing in regionals and state. It makes you a little bit more nervous, makes you a little bit more, maybe a little bit more comfortable. And then when you don't know anything about anyone, you just kind of have to do your thing.
So 6 games into the season, 6-0 so far. Did you have any questions about this team and how they answered them for you?
I didn't have a whole lot of questions. We lost a lot of our bats, our leadoff, 3, 4, and 5 batters. But they have stepped into those roles and have kind of exceeded my expectations in that area.
All right, what are you expecting out of this game with the Quakers today?
It's a rival game. I expect it to be a good one.
You want to talk about the rivalry? I mean, you're 3 years into the Dover-New Philadelphia rivalry. Is everything that people talked about?
It is, yeah. You lose a little bit of sleep, you get excited, I was getting antsy around 2 o'clock today. It's just fun.
Does being in the same conference now, Ohio Cardinal Conference together, does that add something to it? Do you think about that, or is there enough going on with New Philadelphia?
I don't know. Being in a conference is fun, just having that extra thing to work for. Just adds a little extra fun that they're in it also.
All right, that's Coach Hannah Duff of the Dover Crimson Tornadoes. Thanks for your time and good luck.
Thank you.
And the Dugout with the Coach, brought to you by Cush Financial. I'm Bill Hammerstrom.
This is Diana from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, your train comfort specialist in downtown Dover. In the chill of winter or the steamy days of summer, we're here for you 24/7 with an honest, friendly, affordable service. Right now, purchase a qualifying HVAC system and receive a free duct cleaning, the value of $850. So if you've been considering the investment of a new HVAC system, don't miss out on this opportunity. Call me, Diana, at 330-343-5511. Since 1981, your comfort is our #1 priority here at Dover Philly Heating and Cooling.
Bill Morgan, Bill Hammerstrom here for WJER and Big Z Sports. It's a beautiful sunny day here at Dover City Park, field number 7 for the high school softball rivalry matchup between Dover and New Philadelphia. A new twist this year. They are both in the Ohio Cardinal Conference. For the first time, they'll play today. They will play tomorrow, so we'll have that game also here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel and at WJER.com. But, Mr. Morgan, last time these two teams played was a tournament game. The winner was Dover, and they went on to win the state championship. But New Philadelphia could have done the same thing. That game went 12 innings, 4-3 the final score. And if you think that doesn't linger in the hearts of Quaker fans, players, and coaches, then you're wrong.
I'm sure that it does. John Dupke continuing to guide this program in his 5th year. On the other side of the diamond with Dover, as you talked about, Bill, being the defending Division III state champions. They are off to a red-hot start, undefeated on the year. And I thought I saw some gaudy stat as I was getting ready for the game. They've outscored their opponents something crazy, 42-2, or it's not even close. So this is a team, Bill, and obviously Dover fans know this, but maybe Philly and other fans listening and viewing today don't. Jenna Molk, who was one of their stars last year, she graduated from high school a year early. Why, you say? Because Ohio State wanted her to come play already, and she is currently in a starring role at Ohio State. And for people who may be saying, you're just saying that because she's a local kid. No, she was the Big Ten Conference pitcher of the week about a week and a half ago. She's off to a red-hot start, but Kara Lint has stepped right in to fill that role. This Dover team looking good so far, Bill, in the early going.
Yeah, Kara Lint, an outstanding pitcher, 3-0 already. Her ERA is under 0, but I like to talk about the pitcher for the New Philadelphia Quakers, Jillian Howard. Last season, became a Jillian Howard fan in this game, in this tournament game. She pitched 11 1/3 innings in that game. Nobody pitches 11 and a third innings at any level of baseball or softball. And she went toe-to-toe first with Carol Lint for 5 innings, then with Jenna Molk for 7 innings. They split up the time. She went 11 and a third innings against 2 future Division I college pitchers, and she earned my respect, and she earned a bunch of fans that day here at Dover City Park, and she'll be on the mound today for the Quakers.
Well, both these teams lined up. I think we're going to get the national anthem momentarily. As we mentioned, Dover undefeated on the year so far. New Philadelphia setting it 2-4 on the campaign. They're 0-2 in the OCC. They've played a common opponent in Tri-Valley. Dover beat them. New Philadelphia split, Bill, a doubleheader with the Scotties a little bit earlier on in the campaign.
All right, we see the coaches and the officials at home plate. We're getting ready for the national anthem, so we'll pause for that when it comes around. But again, both teams 6 games into the season. You heard from the coaches early on. We will send it to Tony Pellegrino, the public address announcer, for the national anthem.
For the playing of the national anthem.
H&M Collision is conveniently located just off the boulevard in Dover and invites you to experience their unmatched customer service the next time you're in need of collision repair. H&M Collision will offer the highest standards in the industry, using state-of-the-art equipment to complete each repair by the book, never compromising on quality and keeping your safety and satisfaction their top priority. When you need premium auto body services, trust H&M Collision, where you're treated like family.
Feeling uneasy about your finances? Your credit union can help. I'm Katie Steinebry, a certified financial counselor at Dover Philly, and I can help you get back on track financially. Whether you are trying to establish a budget or rebuild credit, I can help. All discussions are confidential and free of charge with your credit union membership. Call Dover Philly today at 330-364-8874 and ask for Katie. At Dover Philly Federal Credit Union, we're people helping people. It's how we thrive together. Join us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Thank you for joining us for our coverage of high school softball here on WJER and Big Z Sports. It's the rivalry matchup, the 6-0 Dover Crimson Tornadoes hosting the 2-4 New Philadelphia Quakers. Let's get you your lineups for the Quakers. They'll be up first, leading off the center fielder, junior number 22, Easton Miller. Batting second, a freshman right fielder, Brylan Smith, number 55. Batting third, senior number 10, Sarah Cardani, a second baseman. Batting fourth, number 2, Marissa Roth, the sophomore left fielder. Batting fifth, number 12, freshman Alexa Hanna, a shortstop. Batting sixth, number 15, Jillian Howard, also the pitcher today. She's a senior. Batting seventh, number 77, Azalea Cervantes, the senior designated player today. Batting eighth, number 21, Jayla Gonzalez, the senior third baseman. And in the 9-hole, the catcher, Kira Mason, wearing 00, playing first base for the Quakers today, number 44, Mackenzie Mason. They will be facing Carol Lint, the senior for the Crimson Tornadoes, wears number 17. She's 3-0 so far, 0.37 ERA, 47 strikeouts over 19 innings so far in the young season, and was the key pitcher in their run to the state championship last year. She will be a challenge for these Quakers, Bill.
Well, when you talk about mathematically anyway, and not a surprise to anybody, I was not a math major, but only 19 innings pitched and 47 strikeouts. So clearly, even if you're not a math major, more than 2 strikeouts per inning, she can really get it done.
Now, the first game of the season we were here, it was against Strasburg, another outstanding program. She hit the first batter, walked the next two, and then struck out 15 in a row. So the only negative on her resume is 4 hit batsmen.
And as hard as Kara throws, the last thing I want to do is take one of those in the rib cage.
Here's Easton Miller batting .300 on the season. The junior, also a wrestler for the Quakers. She looks at ball 1.
And she's an outstanding wrestler, has been to state for the Quakers. So one of those multi-sport athletes that, frankly, Bill, we don't see as much as we did when you and I were in high school.
I'd like to have her on our show. She's an excellent guest for Sports Talk. 1-1 the count. Watched her play before. She likes to slap hit sometimes out of that left-handed batter's box. But she's standing in right now. 1-1 the count. Kara Lint pitching for the Tornadoes. You see it there, 1-2 the count. Takes a couple steps forward, looks for that slap hit, try to get it to the third baseman and beat the throw to first. One ball, 2 strikes. First batter of the game for the Quakers. Popped up out of play behind us here. We are along the visitor side.
Well, certainly, Bill, from a weather perspective today, and this isn't saying too much early in the season, the best weather day for anybody, baseball or softball.
1-2 pitch from Lint. Hits it up the middle. Knocked down by the second baseman. Nice play there by Olivia McHugh, but she can't get up and make a play. So on with an infield single is Easton Miller. Good bit of hitting right there. Just back up the middle.
Certainly Easton with good speed. Even if Olivia fields that on her feet, that probably would have been, Bill, a bang-bang play at first base.
3 steals on the season for Miller. She's somebody you have to keep an eye on out there. Carolyn now faces Brylan Smith, a freshman right fielder. Big leadoff for Miller. Catcher Maddie Bantam looked at her, but held on to the ball. Was a strike, so 0-1 the count. Swing and a miss for strike 2. Brylan Smith, the freshman for the Quakers, batting .429 on the season, as they look for somebody in the lineup to pick up from where the seniors left off last year. They did graduate quite a few from their batting order. We'll see several freshmen in the lineup. Smith ready, 0-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. So strikeout number 1 for Kara Lint. Easton Miller stays at first base. 1 out. Sarah Cardani, the senior second baseman, .389 on the season. She has a home run.
And, of course, with she and Kara both being seniors, they've seen each other many times over the last several seasons.
Kara versus Sarah pitches low inside. And I think Easton Miller out there just daring Bantam to throw it behind her. Wanting to test out her wheels, see if she can get to second base. Strike 1, 1-1. Carolyn does not look particularly intimidating on the mound when she throws, but she locates it inside, outside, up and down. Rise ball rises a little too much, 2-1 the count. 1 out. Easton Miller on first base for the Quakers.
Well, and certainly with Kara, with her Division I softball opportunity at Ohio University in Athens, they know what they're looking for, and she's got it.
There's a high fly ball to left center field, and it's out of here for a home run. The Quakers go up 2-0 on Sarah Cardani's 2-run home run in the first inning. Do not overlook New Philadelphia. The senior Cardani would love a win against the rival New Dover. 7 straight wins right now for Dover, but Sarah Cardani wants to put her mark on this rivalry. She hits a home run, and there's no doubt about that one.
Deep to left center field, and the outfielder, left field, the outfielder, center field, turned to look at it, and that was really because Sarah put such a charge into that, Bill. That was all they could do is watch it go over the left center field fence.
That is going to energize the Quakers. Marissa Roth now, the left fielder, a sophomore, batting .333. That was Cardani's second home run of the season. Roth looks at strike one. For Lint, that's the second home run she's given up this year. Two nothing New Philadelphia. First inning, one out, strike two. One thing you notice about Carolyn, too, when she's pitching is her expression doesn't change. She does not get rattled. 0-2 count, strike three. Strikeout number 2 for Lint.
Now to bat for the Lady Quakers, number 12.
Freshman Alexa Hanna, the shortstop. Number 12 batting for the Quakers now, .250 average on the season. She also has a home run. I believe those are the only 3 home runs now for the Quakers on the season. Pitch is low, ball 1.
The multi-talented Tony Pellegrino, Dover police officer and public address announcer. He's done work for us on the radio in the past.
Strike one. Tony, the school resource officer for the school district and police force. One and two the count. Carolyn gets ahead.
I think Tony played college football down in Muskingum.
You are correct.
Well, good, because I was going to say it wouldn't have surprised me if my memory was failing me, but I thought he had told me that in the past.
2-2 the count. 2 outs here in the first inning. 2-0. New Philadelphia leads on the 2-run home run by Sarah Cardani. Strike 3, swing and a miss. 2-0. End of the top of the first inning. We'll be back with the bottom of the first here on WJER and Big Z Sports.
At Hartsville's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartsville's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust the team at Grandview Exterior Systems. Established in 2016, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, handling everything from repairs and replacements to full restorations and ongoing maintenance. At Grandview Exterior Systems, their mission is simple: create peace of mind for every client while setting the standard for safety, quality, and efficiency in construction. Visit them at 2230 Township Road 415 in Dundee. Call 330-275-1807 or learn more at GrandviewExteriorSystems.com. Grandview Exterior Systems. They have you and your roof covered.
Save the date. Customer Appreciation Days are happening at Keim Home Center and Keim Mount Hope Hardware, April 13th through the 18th. Join us for a full week of celebrating you, our customers, with 10% off select items store-wide, live demos in the shop, gift card giveaways, food, and more. Visit us online at keimhome.com or follow Keim on Facebook for more details. We'll see you April 13th through the 18th for Customer Appreciation Days at Keim Home Center in Charm and Keim Mount Hope Hardware.
Bill Hammerstrom, Bill Morgan back here at Dover City Park Field number 7. The Quakers lead in this softball matchup between the rivals over Dover, 2-0. Jillian Howard pitching for the Quakers gets to start with a 2-0 lead, and this was the matchup that ended the season last year for these two teams. Allie Hupp got the RBI hit in extra innings against Jillian Howard as Dover won 4-3 in the district quarterfinals. Kind of a controversial play as it went off Howard's glove towards the shortstop. John Dupke argued for runner interference. Jenna Molk was going between second and third. but it stood, and Dover advanced, went on to win the state championship. Let's go through the Dover lineup real quick. Leading off, number 16, Allie Hupp, junior center fielder. Next up, number 1, Olivia McHugh, a junior playing second base. And then number 24, Ariana Immel, sophomore third baseman. There's a hit up the middle, past the shortstop, and Allie Hupp is on with a single. Batting cleanup, number 3, Sophie Bantam, the sophomore shortstop. Number 5, Eltania, the freshman right fielder, batting 5th. Number 9, the catcher, Maddie Bantam, a senior, batting 6th. Freshman Abby Lint, the designated player today. She's batting 7th. Haley Keecher, senior, batting 8th. And Shara Schmidt, the senior, batting 9th. There's a bunt laid down by McHugh, and she is going to be safe at first, and Allie Hupp's going to advance all the way to first base.
Now to bat for our Lady Crimson Tornadoes, number 24, Ariana.
Well, we saw right there one of the challenges that New Philadelphia has faced throughout the course of the year so far, Bill. Not playing solid defensive softball. That ball should have been caught at first base. There would have been one out, but the drop ball leads to the batter reaching and allowing the runner to go all the way to third.
This is Ariana Immel, Olivia McHugh, who laid down that bunt. She has been outstanding with the sacrifice flies and the sacrifice bunts over her career. Double figures for both of them over the past 2 seasons. Immel is a dangerous hitter, .524 on the season. She grounds it to the third baseman. She fields it. Throw is high. Run scores. And did they call her out at first? She thought the throw took him off the plate. You can see Jim Morris out there didn't like the call, but they say she is out at first, but she does get the RBI on the fielder's choice. Hard to tell from here. I know she had to go high to field that catch. Nice play by Jayla Gonzalez at third to get the out. This is Sophie Bantam, the shortstop. McHugh is at second base for the Tornadoes.
Well, one thing we know for sure, we don't know if she was safe. We don't know if she was out. We know that first base coach Jim Morris didn't think she was out.
He lost his hat over it.
Yeah. Coach Morris, a longtime veteran coach, football, where he's been a head coach, softball, as an assistant coach.
So Bantam has one out, 1-2 the count. Her team down 2-1. She's got a runner on second. It's Olivia McHugh, who reached on an error. There's an off-speed pitch by Howard talking to Coach Dupke. That was her bread and butter last year that kept these Dover hitters off balance. And it's early in the season, so she's still trying to get in the swing of the off-speed pitch. But once she does, she's tough to hit. There's a ground ball up the middle. Howard able to knock it down but can't field it. Runner advances to third base, so now you have runners on the corners for Eltania. How do you score that?
I score that infield hit. It'd be a little bit different if that ball was slower back to the circle, but she smacked that thing pretty good.
So 2 infield singles and an error for the Tornadoes. She fouls off the pitch in the bunt attempt. So, Howard probably getting the balls that she wants. Nothing's left the infield yet. But Dover has scored, and they have a runner on third. There's a fly ball to right center field. It is fielded by Brylan Smith. Runner tags up and scores, and we're all tied up at 2. Sophie Bantam delivers with the sacrifice fly, and Olivia McHugh scores the run. Now Maddie Bantam, the catcher. .316 batting average on the season. She's a senior. Looks at a pitch low, gets all the way to the backstop, but Tanya advances to second. So now with 2 outs, Bantam has a runner in scoring position. There's a hard hit ball to left field. We are going to send the runner home. It gets by the outfielder. That is a single and an RBI for Maddie Bantam.
Now to bat for our Lady Crimson Tornadoes, number 21, Abby Lent.
Good hit to left field there by Maddie Bantam. So the Bantams both come up with singles here in the first inning for the Tornadoes. Now Dover takes the lead 3-2.
And again, less than stellar defensive play by New Philadelphia. The runner may or may not have scored, but certainly she wouldn't have gone, the batter, to second base had that not gotten by the left fielder.
Haley Hupp running. She's at second base, filling in for the catcher, Maddie Bantam, who's getting her gear on. This is Abby Lint, freshman sister of today's pitcher, 444 on the season, has a home run and 6 runs batted in. 2 balls, no strikes.
And when you look at the physical size of Abby as compared to her sister Kara, a little bit taller. And oh, by the way, she's only in 9th grade.
Pops it out of play. All the cars are safe this time. I don't think we're going to go the whole game without one of these vehicles that are decided to park right up against the fence here getting hit.
I have never understood. My daughter played 4 years of high school softball, why people park this close to the field.
2-1, 2 outs, 3-2. Dover has taken the lead here in the bottom of the first. There's that off-speed pitch. Still a little high for Jillian Howard.
I followed my leader, sports director Bill Hammerstrom, and parked on the opposite side, several more spots down.
And that is ball 4. Abby Lint takes her base with the walk. So runners on first and second for senior Haley Keechers, batting in the 8th spot, but having a great season so far. 500 batting average. Dover baseball team's playing behind us as well. You can also catch that on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. That takes up a whole bunch of other spaces that we might have had to avoid foul balls. Tight swing by Keecher, fouls it back.
How do you know you're a good softball program? Well, A, you're the defending Division III state champion. And, oh, by the way, your number 8 hitter, as you just alluded to, Bill, has got 6 RBIs, a home run, is hitting 500 down in that 8th spot. Impressive.
Shoots a high fly ball to right field. It's going to get caught. Nice catch out there by Brylan Smith. She's battling the sun, and she makes the catch. So Dover takes the lead 3-2. We go to the second inning here on WJER and Big Z Sports.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
If there's a new driver in the house, the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is ready to help them hit the road with confidence. Through the Drive to Succeed Scholarship, eligible Ohio teens under 21 may qualify for funding to cover driver education, making it easier to get started. With flexible online learning and in-car training options, ECO ESC Driver Services helps students build skills for the road and beyond. Don't wait. Start driving toward your future today. To learn more or apply, visit drivetosucceed.org or contact Trudy Lewis at trudy.lewis@ecoesc.org. PAC.
It's 3-2 here at Dover City Park. Field number 7 as the Crimson Tornadoes lead the Quakers in the rivalry matchup. First time these two teams will play this season. They'll also play tomorrow at New Philadelphia, a game that was moved from yesterday because of the cold weather. Bill Morgan next to me. I'm Bill Hammerstrom, and we are very happy that we are here today and not yesterday.
We are. Tim McCrate, the Dover Athletic Director, Ricky Neff, the New Philadelphia Athletic Director, making wise choices.
Jillian Howard, the pitcher, batting for the Quakers. She's a senior. Hasn't quite caught on fire yet at the plate this season. 167 average. Three to 2, Dover in the lead. Carol Lint on the mound, got all the outs in the first inning via strikeout. 2-0 the count. Dover as a team, so Carol Lint has pitched half the games. Abby Lint has pitched the other half of the games. Combined, they have 82 strikeouts. That's an average of 2.24 strikeouts per inning. 3-0 count. Good eye by Jillian Howard. Of course, a pitcher has a good eye.
Well, and I think that's one of the challenges in that first inning, Bill, that New Philadelphia faced. They took a 2-0 lead. You're not going to score 2 runs every inning off of Kara Lent. Unfortunately for the Quakes, or fortunately for Dover, depending upon your perspective, you give it right back, +1 in the bottom of the inning. So certainly more challenges for John Dupke's team moving ahead.
3-1 the count to Howard. Fouls it back. So full count here in the second inning. Again, Quakers took the first lead on the home run by Sarah Cardani. Dover able to put 3 on the board in the bottom of the first thanks to some infield hits and fielding mistakes. And there's strike 3, so 4 strikeouts for Kara Lint.
Now up to bat for the Lady Quakers, number 77, Azalea Cervantes.
Azalea Cervantes at the plate, number 77. Again, anything that the Quakers can get out of the bottom of this lineup, they'll take. Cervantes batting .214. Fouls it back. There's a car. Last game we were here, I think the same car got hit twice, right in that same general area. Couldn't hold up on the rise ball. And it's 0-2. 1 out. Second inning. Second chance for the Quakers. Fouls it back again. And that hit the bottom of a car on a bounce. Need to keep statistics on the cars that are hit here at Dover City Park. (0-2 to Cervantes. Strike called. 5th strikeout for Kara Lint.
Now up to bat for the Lady Quakers.
1 2/3 innings pitched so far. Every out via strikeout for the Tornadoes.
Quakers have had an infield single. That was Easton Miller starting the game. Then the bomb to left center by Sarah Cardani. Every other batter so far has fanned.
Jayla Gonzalez, the third baseman, looking for her first hit of the season. Looks at ball 1. Gonzalez did make a nice play in the first inning at third base, throwing out the runner. That ball goes under her feet. 2-0 the count. Maybe could have kept her feet down, got hit by a pitch, and took first base. Gonzalez ready, 2-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2-1, 2 outs. Top of the second, Dover leading 3-2. Two and 2 the count. Lint has struck out 5, given up those 2 hits, including the home run to Cardani. Dover answered with 3 hits in the bottom of the inning. Umpire says she checked her swing, and partner agrees with him.
About 50 yards from where we're at, the baseball game underway. New Philly, an early 4-0 lead in that game.
There's a swing and a miss for strikeout number 6 for Kara Lint. It's 3-2 Dover. We head to the bottom of the second here on WJER and Big Z Sports.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Right Mark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Right Mark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
Bill Hammerstrom, Bill Morgan, first pitch of the inning, hit by Sheriff Smith directly to the second baseman, Sarah Cardani, who fields it cleanly, throws her out to Mackenzie Mason, and there's one out here in the bottom of the second inning. Dover leading 3-2. Thanks for listening on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel and at WJER.com. If you want to open another window, you can watch or listen to the Dover and New Philadelphia baseball game taking place behind us. The off-speed pitch to Allie Hupp is a strike. Again, if Howard can consistently make that pitch, that's how she was able to keep these Dover batters contained the last time they met the season ago. That one's in the dirt, 1-1. Mr. Morgan, you'll be calling some baseball tomorrow from Tuscarora Park.
Right. These same two teams, both in baseball and softball, go back across the river in what will be an even warmer day.
Hupp fouls the ball off of her foot.
Probably the one thing to pass along to people about that, I'm not sure why this is, but it is, those games will start at 4:30 tomorrow, softball and baseball, instead of the usual 5 o'clock.
You can join our coverage about 4 o'clock. Two and two the count. That was a close one by Howard. So tomorrow night at 7 is the National Honor Society induction for Dover High School. So they wanted to move that game up so that they could get their ball players into the National Honor Society. Howard with the strikeout, her first of the game.
Bat for Lady Crimson Tornadoes, number 1, Olivia McHugh.
McHugh bunted last time, was able to get aboard on the error on the first baseman, unable to handle the throw. McHugh, a junior, .467 batting average, a couple of home runs. 6 runs batted in 6 games. Two 2-0 the count from Jillian Howard. And Dover got 3 hits in the first inning. 2 of them were the infield kind. Fouls it back and hits a van right on the top. That'll leave a mark, but nobody will see it. It's on the top of the van.
It's fine. Again, we don't know why people park this close.
There is the off-speed pitch from Howard. 2-2. And again, that was the scouting report on Dover last year when they met in the tournament. McHugh hits that one to left field. That is a single. And McHugh is aboard for the second time. 4th hit of the game for the Tornadoes, and Ariana Immel up to bat. She had an RBI fielder's choice her first time up. Thought she was safe at first on the throw. Thought the first baseman came off the bag. She was called out. So I'm sure she is swinging with bad intentions here the second time up. Ball 1.
That's okay. The box score shows that she got an RBI, and that's a contribution to be sure. Already her 9th on the year.
Ball gets by the catcher. McHugh advances to second base. So now Immel has a runner in scoring position. A sophomore as a freshman, she just kept earning more and more playing time until she was a regular by state tournament time. Blasted a home run down there in the, or up there in the state tournament. 3-0 the count. And she likes to swing. I don't know if 3-0 is enough for her to lay off. And she walks on 4 pitches. So we have runners on first and second after the single by McHugh. Walk by Immel. 2 outs, though. Sophie Bantam singled her first time up. Looks at ball 1. Bantam's home run came in the season opener in the first inning against Strasburg. The team won 3-0. All 3 runs on the 3-run home run in the first inning by Sophie Bantam. 2-0 the count. Coach Dupke calls a timeout. Howard's lost control a little bit here. He told me before the game that they're really impressed with freshman Brylan Smith, who's pitched 3 games so far. ERA under 1. So unlike last year where Howard kind of had to pitch 11 innings, he might like to see Smith today and perhaps tomorrow when they play again.
Coach Dupke may simply be giving her a low-key rah-rah conversation because this becomes a very big at-bat. Right now it's simply a 1-run game, but with runners at first and second, a base hit here, it's going to give Dover another run, maybe 2, depending upon if the hit plugged one of the gaps. So we'll see. But right now, Jillian and the Quakes behind in the count.
Bantam hitting about 290 on the season after that single in the first inning. Fly ball to right field, and there to put it away once again is Brylan Smith. So no damage done in the second inning. We go to the third, 3-2 Dover here on WJER and Big Z Sports.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia.
We are back here at Dover City Park. The Tornadoes lead the Quakers 3-2. Kara Lint has struck out the last 5 batters she's faced. Well, that's a ball. To Kira Mason, the junior, batting .286 in the 9 spot, playing catcher. Swing and a miss by Mason. She's kind of laughing at herself for losing her balance there.
Well, she connects with that. It's 3-3, but she didn't. Kira rebounding from knee injuries earlier in her high school athletic career. Played basketball. for Coach Kevin Cornell's team.
2-1 the count. Played a big role in the victories by New Philadelphia basketball over the Tornadoes this year. Strike called, 2-2 to Kira Mason. Lint again so far, 2 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts. Strikeout number 7. And again, 7 strikeouts is impressive through 7 outs of a game, but Quakers are only down 3-2, and they have a 2-run home run against Lint by Sarah Cardani. They're a swing of the bat away from tying this game. So as impressive as 7 strikeouts are, Quakers can't get mesmerized by that. Here's Easton Miller, leadoff batter. Tries to do that slap swing down the third base line. It is foul. She reached on a single her first time up. Scored on the home run by Cardani. One and one the count.
Kind of interesting to watch Easton, that left-handed batter's box. She's deeper in the box than what I've seen from most of the right-handed batters for the Quakers so far this afternoon.
Strike called, 1-2. She takes a couple of extra steps. So out of the box there, she's just a little bit closer to first base than anybody else is on this team. So she gets a little bit of a head start on her swing. Can beat out anything to the third base side. Doesn't need to hit a ground ball to beat anything out. She hits it to left field for her second hit of the game, and she's fast enough to go into second. She slid in safe but came off the plate, and McHugh applied the tag. So Miller got a little greedy out there. She would have been safe but came off the bag on the slide. That's 2 outs, 2 hits in the game for Miller. She was safe the first time. Umpire called it out there, but came off the plate, and McHugh followed through with the tag. So Brylan Smith is up now with nobody on base, 2 outs. Smith, a freshman, struck out her first time up. We'll say that a lot, unless you're Easton Miller or Sarah Cardani. One and one. Again, Smith, a freshman. Looking good on the mound, pitching for the Quakers early on in the season and at the plate, .429. Pops it up foul. I believe that missed all the vehicles. There's a couple of kids out there with gloves hoping to catch some of those foul balls. Somebody should tip them if they can keep it from hitting their vehicles. 3-2 Dover leads, 1-2 the count, and Smith fouls it back again. That broke a windshield, the back window of a vehicle. So that went through the rear windshield of an SUV in the parking lot.
One of our big-time sponsors, Kemp Insurance. I mean, I don't know if your car is covered for that when that happens. I don't know.
Grounds it back to Carolyn, the pitcher. She throws it to first. Keecher fields it. And that is out number 3. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Dover leading 3-2 here on WJER and Big Z Sports.
Hey, all you Guardians and Indians fans. This is 1980 American League Rookie of the Year, Joe Charbonneau. I will be at Shenanigans in Dover, April 11th from 1 to 3 for a meet and greet, courtesy of the Tuscarawas County Brownsbacker T-County Boxing Academy and Shenanigans Bar and Grill. Check out Tuscarawas County Brownsbacker's Facebook page for details. Hope to see you there.
Are you ready to take the next step toward your future? Join us for the next Buckeye Career Center Open House Thursday, March 19th from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. This is a combined high school and adult education event. Explore hands-on career tech labs and 10 full-time adult programs. Meet our staff and enjoy self-guided tours, plus a complimentary meal. High school students who apply for next school year receive a small gift, and adults will have their $50 application fee waived. Again, that's the next Buckeye Career Center Open House, March 19th.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Niedenthal and Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Niedenthal and Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
Back here at Dover City Park, field number 7. Dover leads New Philadelphia 3-2 in this Ohio Cardinal Conference softball matchup. We have a pitching change for the Quakers as John Dupke goes to his freshman, Brylan Smith. She comes out of right field after making that final out of the inning, and she's going to pitch here for the Quakers. Again, we have her numbers on the season, 3 appearances, a .86 ERA, has pitched 16.1 innings. She struck out 12, walked 7. But she was the pitcher of record in a 13-1 loss to Lexington when the defense behind her committed 7 errors in the game. And she did not give up an earned run, but it was a difficult outing for her because of the defense behind her.
Looks like Zoe Nisley will go in to right field for the Quakers.
So we start with a freshman versus freshman matchup as Smith faces El Tanya. Hit a sacrifice fly in the first inning. Swing and a miss for strike 1. So Dover batters have seen a lot of Jillian Howard over the years. She's a senior. Probably not as much of Brylan Smith, although they do play a lot of summer ball. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop, fielded cleanly. Throws her out, Alexa Hanna, another freshman out there.
Now at the bat for our Lady Crimson Tornadoes, number 9.
The shortstop for the Quakers. Catcher Maddie Bannum has a single in this game. Senior batting .316. Looks at ball 1, goes past the catcher to the backstop. 3-2, a Dover lead. Quakers scored 2 on a Sarah Cardani home run in the first inning. Dover answered with 3 in the bottom of the first. Now we have a new pitcher for the Quakers, Brylan Smith. Swing and a miss, 1-1 the count.
So do you get the rear window fixed? Do you wear that as a badge of honor throughout softball season if you're the person driving that vehicle that got drilled by that foul line drive?
A lot of questions. If there's a softball in your back seat when you leave the game, do you get to keep it?
Or will Tim McCrate be standing by your vehicle waiting to retrieve said softball?
Hard hit ball. Almost hit Coach Hannah Duff in foul territory, 2-2 the count. And what if you're here watching the baseball game and your car doesn't even get hit by a batter in the game that you're watching?
There are a lot of questions. You're right.
Ground ball, shortstop once again. Hannah fields it, throws it. Mackenzie Mason fields it, and that is out number 2. 2 ground balls to the shortstop for Brylan Smith in her varsity debut in this rivalry between the Tornadoes and the Quakers. Abby Lint now, the batter for Dover.
Now, one of the things, and there's a lot of things to like about Dover City Park, to be sure, great facilities. I love the concession stand here at Dover City Park. I almost got a Coney dog when I went over there to get my diet soda beverage, but I thought I'll probably get Coney sauce on my face and you won't tell me. People will be making fun of me.
Pitch is high, 2-0 the count. I have no room for concessions here because I had my Subway before.
There you go.
We will award the Subway Player of the Game at the end of this contest, as we do for every game on WJER. 3-0 the count. It was free. Join the Sub Club if you haven't.
How does that work? I think you explained that to me the last time we did the game together.
It's funny. Last time we played, I got my free sub. I had a free sub today because I've had 4 subs since the last time you and I have worked a game together.
I was going to say, apparently you should schedule more games for me to broadcast you with because you're always scoring free subs from Kevin Fitzgerald and company.
4th sub is free. Abulant with the walk, so first base runner for freshman pitcher Brylan Smith here in relief in the 3rd inning. And Haley Keecher, another senior in this lineup, flied out to end the 1st inning. There's a well-hit ball to right field, but making the play. Who did we decide was out there? Zoe Nisley.
Yes.
In right field, her first opportunity to field the ball, and she does. 3-2 your score. We head to the 4th inning here on WJER and Big Z Sports.
Save the date. Customer Appreciation Days are happening at Keim Home Center and Keim Mount Hope Hardware, April 13th through the 18th. Join us for a full week of celebrating you, our customers, with 10% off select items store-wide, live demos in the shop, gift card giveaways, food, and more. Visit us online at keimhome.com or follow Keim on Facebook for more details. We'll see you April 13th through the 18th for Customer Appreciation Days at Keim Home Center in Charm and Keim Mount Hope Hardware.
Every day begins with purpose. Every job begins with precision. At Rightmark Roofing, we don't just install roofs. We build trust and forge relationships. We understand that your roof is more than just materials. It's protection. It's peace of mind. That's why we use high-quality products and expert craftsmanship. With a sharp focus, our team is always ready to hit the mark. Call Rightmark Roofing. Let's build a future that stands strong.
We head to the 4th inning here at Dover City Park. The Tornadoes leading the Quakers 3-2 in this rivalry game. Bill Hammerstrom, Bill Morgan on a beautiful spring day. Carolyn still on the mound for the Tornadoes. She is facing Sarah Cardani, gets the first strike. Sarah hit a home run, 2-run homer, her first at-bat. Again, these seniors for the Quakers would love a win over the Tornadoes. It's been 7 in a row for Dover in this rivalry. That means this group of seniors for New Philadelphia has not beat Dover in softball over the past 3 seasons. Cardani did her part with the 2-run home run. Big swing there, 1-2 the count. Strike 3 called. Carolyn paints the outside corner.
Number 2, Marissa Ruff.
That is her 8th strikeout of this game through 3 1/3.
3rd inning over at the baseball game going on simultaneously with this matchup. New Philly leading Dover 6-0 in the 3rd.
Here's Marissa Roth, looks at ball 1. Big sports day for WJER. We had the Guardians on earlier. They won 10-2 over the Royals. And then we get the Cavs tonight. They take on the Hawks.
It'll be interesting in that Cavs game to see who plays for both teams.
Strike 1, swing and a miss for Roth.
The Cavs have clinched 4th place and home court advantage in the opening round of the playoffs. And I'm not exactly sure if the Hawks have clinched that 5 spot or not.
1-1, 1 out. Strike called. I think the Hawks are in a position where there's 4 teams behind them that could overtake them for that 5th spot.
So they've got something to play for. We may be starting guys that were in the G League yesterday.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Now up to bat for Lady Quakers, number 12, Alexa Hanna.
9 strikeouts through 3 2/3 innings for Kara Lint. Alexa Hanna, freshman shortstop, .250 batting average coming into the season, but struck out her first time up.
And the Cavs are actually playing the Hawks on back-to-back nights.
Not sure how many pitchers the young Quakers in this lineup have seen like Kara Lint. Good eye by Hanna, 1-1. I mean, if you talk to coaches after they play Dover, they say that's the best pitcher we're going to see all season. And these are freshmen against a senior who's going to Ohio University next year. 2-1 the count.
Well, and interestingly enough, when they were on their way to winning the state title last year, they could have said that about Kara Lint or Jenna Molk, the opponents, when they were playing against them.
3-1. And again, when these teams played last year, I believe Kara started and went 5 innings, and then Jenna Molk pitched the next 7 because they went 12. 3-1. Looks at the strike called. 3-2. Does not agree with the call, does Alexa Hanna, the shortstop, freshman for the Quakers. Now full count. Looks at that one. It's high. Ball 4. She takes her base. And now the Quakers have a base runner for Jillian Howard, the starting pitcher in this one. Excuse me. Now they have Zoe Nisley in there to bat for Jillian Howard. She came into right field in the bottom of the inning as they switched pitchers. Looks at ball 1. I don't have any numbers on Zoe Nisley.
That's okay. You have numbers on virtually everybody else in both dugouts. And that's the way it normally goes for broadcasters. Somebody gets in the game, and that's the one person you don't have down on your stat sheet.
Well, one thing that John Dupke does is he has a lot of players on varsity. When he gave us their roster, you had the 10 starters, if you count the first baseman, the designated player. Count as 1-1 right now. 2-1 for Nisley. And then 7 more players. So he gave us 17 players on the varsity roster, where Dover gave us the 9 players in the batting order and then 1 extra player. And the pitcher. Strike 2 called. 2-2. So Coach Dupke looking at a lot of players this year to see how the rest of the season is going to go. Just 6 games in. And there's a swing and a miss for the strikeout. Out number 3 in the 4th inning. We head to the bottom of the 4th. 3-2. Dover leads New Philadelphia here on WJER and Big Z Sports.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
It's 3-2. Dover leads New Philadelphia high school softball on WJER and Big Z Sports. Cher Schmidt, number 9 batter in the box for the Tornadoes. She is a senior facing Brylan Smith, the freshman, number 55 for the Quakers, who came in relief in the last inning. Gave up a walk. We got the other three batters out. Here's a ground ball right to the first baseman, Mackenzie Mason. Easy play for her. And that's out number 1.
Bat for Lady Crimson Tornadoes, number 16, Allie Hupp.
It's 3-2. Bill Hammerstrom, Bill Morgan. Bill, when you watch Carolyn pitch, once she gets in a groove, she's got 10 strikeouts. You think she's dominating. But Dover's only up by 1 run. Quakers only need a hit. This is Allie Hupp, the leadoff batter.
Well, and that's why I'm sure Coach Duff, no doubt, wants more out of her offense here. I mean, can the Quakers score against Lint? They've shown the ability to do it so far, but they've got to get some people on base.
Ground ball fielded easily by Brylan Smith. 2 easy outs here to start the 4th inning, bottom of the 4th.
You go back to Easton Miller's base hit when she tried to go, if you will, Jose Ramirez and try and get the second base, and she got there initially, but then as you so aptly described, Bill, pulled her hand off the bag, got tagged out. I guess with the best part of their lineup coming up, you kind of wondered, should she have gone?
Olivia McHugh with the swing and the miss. Again, Brylan Smith, the freshman, pitching for the Quakers. McHugh has reached base twice, once on an error, once on a single in the second. 1-1 the count. Smith has done a good job so far against this Tornadoes lineup. The first time they've seen her. McHugh, another swing and a miss.
For a 9th grader, Bill, she's shown great presence out in the circle. I mean, a lot of times when you talk about a freshman pitching against the defending state champion, they might be a little bit intimidated. We don't see any of that right now from young Ms. Smith.
Pitch is high, 2-2. 3-2, Dover leads. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, 2 outs. Olivia McHugh singled her last time up, reached on an error in the 1st inning. Part of that 3-run frame for the Tornadoes. Looked at that one, they called it outside. The Quaker fans don't agree with the call. Full count. And that is ball 4.
Now to bat for Lady Crimson Tornadoes, number 24,
So McHugh
Ariana Immel.
on first for Ariana Immel, sophomore, big hitter for this Tornado team in the 3-hole. 524 average coming into this game, 9 RBIs after the RBI fielder's choice in the 1st inning. 3 doubles, home run. Looks at strike number 1.
I'm sure on the last pitch to McHugh that was called a ball, if there was the ABS that they now have in the majors, Mason would have been tapping her helmet behind home plate.
That ball gets by the catcher, and McHugh is going to make it to second base. She's even thinking about going to third. She stops halfway, and she'll stay at second. So now Immel, who leads the team in doubles, has a runner on second base. She nails it into left field. McHugh's going to round third base, and she's going to stay right there. Throw comes home, allowing Immel to get to second base.
Now to bat for Lady Crimson Tornadoes, number 3.
So Ariana Immel reaches on a single and then takes second base on the throw home. So now we got runners on second and third for Sophie Bantam. She has a single in this game in the 1st inning. Flew out to right fielder last time up. First time facing Brylan Smith. Looks at strike 1. Runners on second and third. Ariana Immel, Olivia McHugh on third. Dover leads 3-2. Bantam fouls it back. Everybody wants to see if it's going to take out another rear windshield over there. It does not.
It did bounce off the top of somebody's car. It was only a Kia. It's okay.
0-2 the count. That ball's hit foul as well. That's into the stands area here at field number 7 at Dover City Park. Beautiful facility. They got the infield turf. They've been able to play a lot of games here, even when it's rained in the morning or even when it's rained in between innings. Pitch is high, 1-2.
Well, both Dover and New Philadelphia have done such a fantastic job, Bill, investing in their athletic facilities. Just tremendous on both sides of the river.
1-2 the count. Bottom of the fourth, 3-2 Dover leads. Runners on second and third for the Tornadoes. There's a well-hit ball to the gap in right center, and it's going to get to the wall. 2 runs will score. Bantam going to stop at second base, and a 2-run double for Sophie Bantam.
Now up to bat for our Lady Crimson Tornadoes, number 5, Tanya.
Nice piece of hitting there by Sophie Bantam down in the count. She's able to find the gap in right center field. 5-2 now, Dover leads, bottom of the fourth, and Tanya is up. Grounded out to shortstop, her first time facing Brylan Smith in the third inning. Looks at strike one. Bantam 2 hits today now. There's a ground ball between the third baseman's legs. Bantam is going to run home. Throw is not in time. Standing up, Bantam is able to score run number 6 for the Tornadoes, 6-2. So on the error, Dover adds to their lead, and Tanya gets all the way to second base. Now senior catcher Maddie Bantam. Single grounded out to the shortstop in her first 2 at-bats. Big swing and a miss. She's got Tanya, the freshman, on second base. 6-2 lead now for Dover. This inning they've turned a 1-run game into a 4-run game. There's a pop-up. Going back is the shortstop. She is unable to field it. And another error, and Dover adds another run, 7-2.
Well, unofficially, and this is what this is, Bill, is unofficially, we have them for 4 errors in this game. And when you're playing a team, and this is no knock at all on New Philadelphia, but when you're playing a team as good as Dover is, you can't make that many mistakes and expect to give yourself a legitimate chance in the 6th and 7th innings.
And they're out there talking to Brylan Smith, who you've mentioned she stayed calm and cool, but she has not gotten help from her defense in a couple of her performances this season so far. 4 errors, you say, in this one, and 7 errors in a previous game that she started. Now Abby Lint, another freshman versus freshman matchup. Abby Lint has walked twice. And that ball gets by the catcher, and the runner advances to second base. So Maddie Bantam on second.
Well, certainly Abby Lint and Brylan Smith, they will be seeing a lot of each other over these next 4 high school softball seasons.
1-0 the count. Dover leads 7-2. Ball gets by the catcher again, and the runner advances to third base. Abby Lint, the designated hitter today for her sister, Carolyn, the pitcher, not batting today. Two-0 the count to Abby Lint. 7-2 Dover leads. And there's a strike, 2-1.
Well, in all of the scoring for Dover here in this inning, count them up now, 4 runs has come, Bill, with 2 outs.
Three and 1 the count.
Smith retired the first 2 batters of the inning on a ground out to first and a second ground out. But Dover's been ringing up the damage afterwards.
Biggest hit, a 2-run double by Sophie Bantam, as that one is fouled off. 3 and 1 or 3 and 2 the count now to Lint. We're in the bottom of the 4th. Smith, the pitcher. There's a high fly ball to center field, and that is dropped as well. So another error allows another run to score.
Now up to bat for Lady Crimson Tornadoes, number 6, Haley Keith.
Very unfortunate for Brylan Smith, the freshman pitcher, who is getting these players to put the ball in play. All these have been playable. Defense just is not backing her up. That makes it 8-2. So now 5 runs with 2 outs for the Tornadoes, and Haley Keecher will be the 9th batter in this inning for the Tornadoes. She hits a high fly ball. The second baseman is going back. Center fielder comes in. She can't make the play. And another run will score. Keecher will go all the way to third base. We're going to have another conference with John Dupke out there. Going to see if he replaces his pitcher. She's not doing a bad job. It's 9-2. Just the defense is not coming through for her in this inning. That is 4 errors on 4 straight batters. So 9-2, bottom of the 4th, 2 outs. Haley Keecher is on third base.
Hell, I'm sure Coach Dupke is out there, and it's always easier, right, Bill, said than done, but trying to get everybody to calm down. They've had, unofficially, again, 3 errors this inning, a pass ball, a wild pitch. So when you're facing the defending state champs, and I know Quaker fans are probably saying that's about the 6th time you've said, well, it's the facts. You can't make those kinds of errors and expect to remain in the game, which they were until this inning.
Cher Smith up for the 2nd time in this 4th inning. Strike called. Grounded out the first time up as Brown Smith got off to a good start. You said it, 2 ground ball outs, easy plays to start the inning, then a walk, a single by Ariana Immel, 2-run double by Sophie Bantam, and then the wheels fell off. 4 straight batters reached base when the fielder's glove touched the ball before it hit the ground. 3 or 4 errors depending on how you want to score it. Nice pitch there by Smith. Heading the count now, 1-2. She fouls that one into the ground and behind her. 9-2, Dover leads. Scored 7 runs in this inning.
Well, on course, the last thing Cheryl wants to do here is get out because her teammates, maybe quietly in the dugout, maybe not quietly in the dugout, will say, you made 2 of the 3 outs in this inning. No player ever wants that.
Sorry, it's been 6 runs in this inning. And there's another fly ball to right field. And finally, they get a good defensive play out there in the outfield. And it is 9-2. Dover leads New Philadelphia as we head to the 5th inning here on WJER and Big Z Sports.
Okay, get this. Now at Wendy's, you get to go biggie with new Biggie deals. That means going biggie with the $4 Biggie Bites, biggier with the $6 Biggie Bag, or biggiest with an $8 Biggie Bundle. So now you can choose and customize your Biggie deal. As you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
Family owned and operated for more than 50 years, Dover Brake specializes in sales and service of everything involving automotive and heavy-duty brakes, along with a vast selection of truck parts and accessories. They also offer alignment, custom U-bolt bending, industrial sandblasting, bonding, and more. And now, you can find the parts you're searching for with a complete in-store inventory updated regularly at DoverBrakeInc.com. Safely shop and pay online and have your purchase delivered, or pick it up at Dover Brake, Route 250 in Strasburg, online at DoverBrakeInc.com.
Stuck in a lunch rut? Subway has the cure. Introducing the Sub of the Day, a fresh 6-inch favorite for just $4.99 every day of the week. Meatball Monday, Tuna Tuesday, Sweet Onion Wednesday, Turkey Thursday, Forest Ham Friday, BMT Saturday, and Spicy Italian Sunday. And for just $2 more, make it a meal with a drink, chips, or cookies. Start a new ritual, fresh flavor, everyday value. Sub of the Day, only at Subway. Eat fresh, feel good.
Carolyn delivers a strike to the first batter here in the 5th inning. It is number 77, Azalea Cervantes, senior for the Quakers. 10 strikeouts so far by Carolyn as her team now leads 9-2. Bill Hammerstrom, Bill Morgan here. There's a hard hit ball to the second baseman. Nice play by Olivia McHugh to get the out. With 2 runs today, the Quakers have already scored as many runs as everybody else combined has against Dover this season. So a 7-run deficit is a massive hole against the Tornadoes.
Especially when Kara Lent is pitching.
She has struck out 10 batters today, which is below her season average. Oh, 0-2 the count. Kara came into the game 3-0, so 3 appearances, 47 strikeouts. That's over 12 strikeouts a game.
But the game's young. We still have the 5th, 6th, and 7th to go.
Gonzalez gets a piece of that one. Stays alive, down 0-2, though, in the count.
And one of the things I think fans sometimes don't imagine, especially guys. I'm just going to call it out after, and I'll finish that thought after this pitch.
Stays alive again.
That ball moves. I think guys think, well, I could stand in there and hit it off a high school girl. A, I think the rubber's like 46 feet in softball, and B, that ball is moving as it comes in. It is not easy.
That is the strength of Carolyn's pitching game. Strike 3 called, strikeout number 11. She makes it go up, makes it go down, left, right. And it's hard not to compare it to Jenna Molk, who we watched pitch for Dover the last couple of seasons. Molk is just a powerful pitcher, huge stride towards the plate. You're backing away as soon as she, steps off the mound. But Lint, I don't want to be negative about Kara Lint, but she doesn't intimidate you looking at her. The delivery, but the movement on her pitches is just about impossible for anybody to keep up with.
And from that perspective and with that thought process, Bill, I guess that's one of the things that makes it enjoyable for me to watch her pitch. I like to watch a 6-foot guard in basketball who can really play, even though he may be outsized if you're talking about the men's game. But like you said, if you happen to pass Kara in the Dover Buellers and somebody said that's one of the premier softball pitchers in the state of Ohio, you'd probably shake your head and go, get out of here. But she certainly is that. Unbelievably talented.
Strike called. She's a good teammate, too. After one of the games last year, I had to go to an orchestra concert for my son. Number 17 was in the stands in her uniform, watching her teammates, sitting by herself, watching one of her senior teammates in the orchestra. That's strikeout number 3. That's strike number 3. Strikeout number 2 this inning. Strikeout number 12 for Kara Lint. And we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Dover leads 9-2 on WJER with Big Z Sports.
You've got the goals and Subway brings the power. Introducing new Protein Pockets, the ultimate grab-and-go win. A wheat tortilla loaded with hand-chopped veggies, bold sauces, and over 20 grams of protein, all for just $3.99. Choose your favorite powerhouse combination. Baja chicken, peppercorn ranch chicken, Italian trio, or turkey and ham. Protein Pockets from your local Subway. Eat fresh, feel good.
Whether you're looking for a little extra income on the side or an exciting full-time career with endless potential for advancement, our local McDonald's has an opportunity for you. Flexible schedules, competitive pay, fun perks, and a supportive team environment are all part of the package. A job at McDonald's is one of a kind, just like you. Wherever you are in life, you can find a meaningful career at McDonald's, and it comes with a side of whatever makes you happy. Apply online at mcdonalds.com today.
Okay, get this. Now at Wendy's, you get to go biggie with new Biggie deals. That means going biggie with the $4 Biggie Bites, Biggier with the $6 Biggie Bag, or Biggiest with an $8 Biggie Bundle. So now you can choose and customize your Biggie deal. As you should. Sorry, I get fired up when I'm talking deals. More Biggie options so you can get more of what you really want at Wendy's.
Price and participation may vary. Single items at regular price. Prices may be higher in Alaska, California, and Hawaii.
It is Dover 9, New Philadelphia 2. High school softball here on WJER and Big Z Sports at Dover City Park. Field number 7. Getting set for Brylan Smith to pitch to Allie Hupp of the Tornadoes. I want to mention that this is the field in the summertime where the Challenger Baseball League plays. I was able to talk to them this week. That is a baseball league for players with special needs of all ages. They play 2-inning games here on, I think, Tuesdays and Friday nights from May to July. And it's really an outstanding organization here in Tuscarawas County, Tuscarawas County Challenger Baseball. Look them up on Facebook or online. Want to know the count.
Well, and right here at Dover City Park coming up on a Saturday afternoon of this week, our own WJER's Amy Smith, who's got a battle going on right now with melanoma. They've got a fundraising event for not only Amy, but for area animal organizations. She and her significant other, Jared, I believe they got 2. They may have 3 dogs. And so some of the money's being raised from that event, which will be mainly over by the pool, will go to benefit the animals in our area, and also an opportunity to help gain some money for Amy to pay. As you can imagine, when you're facing one of those medical challenges, the bills that pile up in, unfortunately, rapid form.
First out of the inning recorded by Alexa Hanna, the shortstop. Did a nice job fielding that ball off the bat of Allie Hupp for out number 1.
Do you have a dog, Bill Hammerstrom?
Sam is my dog.
Will he be coming over to get a pup cup Saturday for that event?
Sam would love a pup cup. He would not love the company of other dogs, though.
Ah, yes.
And I don't know if the owners of those dogs would enjoy Sam's company.
Have you ever taken Sam to one of those dog nights at the Akron Rubber Ducks or anything like that? Again, same problem?
Same problem.
Yeah, okay.
2-1 the count. Sam's a great dog if you know him. But if you're another dog and you don't know him, he won't shut up. He's not telling you how his day was. He's telling you to get out of here.
Yeah, I understand.
2-1, 1 out. 3-1.
What kind of dog is Sam?
He's a Malshi. Maltese Shih Tzu.
Don't ever say that. I think that's an FCC violation, or whatever it was you just said.
We're on YouTube today, not the radio, so,
we
can let it fly.
We're okay.
And Olivia McHugh walks, reaches base for the 4th time today. 2 walks, a hit, and she reached on an error in the first inning. Ariana Immel has a single, a walk, and an RBI fielder's choice in this game. She's also scored a run. Fouls it back. Batting in the 3 spot. Again, last season as a freshman, played sparingly at the beginning of the year, bottom of the lineup, slowly moved her way up. Now she's all the way up to 3rd. There's a hard hit ball to center field. And that time they keep it in front of them, so now we have runners on first and second after the single by Ariana Immel. 2 hits for Immel in the game.
And Bantam is the Dover batter that really blew that 4th inning wide open with that hard hit double that scored a couple of runs, and she would go on to score a run of her own later in that inning.
2 hits for her today, including that double. Looks at strike 1.
Now that event for Amy on Saturday is, I'm going to screw this up, even though we've had it at the radio station for a week. Walk and wag, is that what it's called?
That's what it's called, walk and wag.
Okay.
I think it's 1-3 or 1-4 here at Dover City Park by the pool area.
Yes.
1-1 the count.
They've got silent auction on we've got baskets all over the radio station of very nice people who have donated toward that.
Ground ball up the middle. That is going to get by the second baseman. 1 run will score. Olivia McHugh slides home, and she is safe. So Sophie Bantam gets another RBI this time. We'll give her a single. She took second on the throw home. So 3 hits for Sophie Bantam. I got to tell you, last time I did a game, Sophie Bantam was the Subway player of the game for hitting her first career home run, that 3-run bomb against Strasburg. She must really like it when WJER is here to cover a game because she has 3 hits in this game.
Well, and as a matter of fact, you kind of hate to bring this stuff up, but if she gets a base hit here, this game may be over. They score both runners on.
10-2. We do get a run scored as Ariane Immel slides head first on the wild pitch. And now it is 11-2. We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Runner on third base, 1 out. They make this a 10-run game, and we are finished here at Dover City Park. El Tanya is the batter, the freshman.
You know, and that's good composure by the freshman there. She says, I've waited enough. Can I get timeout? The home plate umpire says yes. A lot of freshmen would just hang around and hang around and hang around the box.
Ball on the batter. 2 balls, 1 strike. Put her hands together, and then she separated and didn't pitch.
So if you heard that, they gave a ball, an extra ball, because the pitcher separated her hands but did not pitch the ball. Now 2-2 the count to El Tanya, who has a sacrifice fly and an RBI already in this game. She also reached on an error and scored a run in the 4th inning. And she could end the game with another sacrifice fly or a hit. 2-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strikes her out. So good recovery by Brylan Smith after getting called for that. Something that her fans did not appreciate, but gave the extra ball to the batter. She recovers, gets the strikeout. And now it's up to Maddie Bantam. She could end the game with a hit. And she tried to. Swing and a miss.
And for people who don't know, and if you're a softball fan and you're watching this live stream, you do know, but maybe you're a casual Do Philly Dover fan, that bat she's holding is probably about a $400 bat. The days of, you would play high school softball or baseball and the team would have 3 or 4 bats in the bag and you would pick one, that doesn't even exist anymore. Almost everybody has their own bat, and they are not cheap.
And they're not aluminum anymore. They're microfiber.
Now you're way over my head on that.
And one of the reasons that they probably don't play when it's really cold is because if you play with one of those bats and it's really cold, You could really wear out that $400 bat, and you're going to need a new one. We have some discussion here between the fans and the umpire. I'm not exactly sure what's going on back there.
I think somebody had a baseball that they dropped, a young person, dropped accidentally through the fence, so the umpire said, okay, timeout, let me get this baseball out of here.
Maddie Bantam, swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Brylan Smith. 2-2 the count.
Did you say microfiber?
That's what I was told.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm impressed with your knowledge.
2-2. Nate McWilliams told me that. There's a fly ball, foul territory, and it hits the ground. So it's Maddie Bantam stays alive.
Did you say Nick McWilliams told you that?
That's right. He'll be on the call with me tomorrow in this game, so I'll double-check with him if you want to tune in.
What does Nick McWilliams know about softball?
We'll find out tomorrow. 11-2 the score. Again, 1 run by the Tornadoes here. Maddie Bantam gets a hit. She's got a runner on third. She could end the game. Pops it into foul territory again, and that time able to make the play is Jayla Gonzalez to end the inning. So we head to the 6th inning. It is 11-2. Dover leads New Philadelphia. We'll be back on WJER and Big Z Sports.
This is Diana from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling, your trained comfort specialist in downtown Dover. In the chill of winter or the steamy days of summer, we're here for you 24/7 with an honest, friendly, affordable service. Right now, purchase a qualifying HVAC system and receive a free duct cleaning, the value of $850. So if you've been considering the investment of a new HVAC system, don't miss out on this opportunity. Call me, Diana, at 330-343-5511. Since 1981, your comfort is our #1 priority here at Dover Philly Heating and Cooling.
This is Nathan Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Contact us today for all your auto, home, farm, and commercial insurance needs. We're proud to have been your local hometown agents for over 35 years and look forward to helping you see the difference local agents can make for you. Kemp Insurance on East High Avenue in New Philadelphia.
This is Don Kemp with Kemp Insurance. Whether it's repair work from a fender bender, the after effects of a powerful storm, or a life-changing moment like a house fire, Kemp Insurance is here to provide unmatched customer service. Kemp Insurance, your local hometown agents for over 35 years.
We're back here on WJER and Big Z Sports. Thanks for tuning in online. We've got live streams all season of high school baseball and softball. Tomorrow we'll be back again with the Quakers and the Tornadoes, this time from Tuscarora Park. 4:30 start for baseball, 4:45 for softball. I've learned from Tim McCrate. But you can watch it all right here on WJER and Big Z Sports. I'm Bill Hammerstrom with Bill Morgan. It's 11-2. Dover leads New Philadelphia in a game that feels like it was much closer than the score is right now. Just some fielding woes by the Quakers have blown this game open to 11-2.
Well, at one time, this was a one-run game, 3-2, going into the 4th inning.
Easton Miller, 2 hits in this game. Offensive bright spot for the Quakers.
Listen, if you go 2 for 2, or even if she doesn't get on base here, you go 2 for 3 against Kara Lint, it's been a good afternoon.
Easton Miller, a junior. She has faced Kara Lint for 3 seasons now. She was playing as a freshman. Strike 2.
I used to do a lot of substitute teaching in the New Philadelphia schools. A lot of my sub-teaching, people are probably aghast at that, by the way, but Easton was in middle school at the time, and she is certainly a very good student and a very good athlete.
She fouls that one off in foul territory, and able to put it away is Ariana Immel. So out number 1.
Number 55, Brylan Smith.
It looks like the baseball game across the way, that may be about to come to an early end. New Philadelphia leading in that game 12-1. I believe it is now in the bottom of the 5th.
This game 11-2 as we start the 6th inning. 1 out. Brylan Smith at the plate. Swings and misses at Lint's first pitch. Kara Lint has struck out 12 since that 2-run home run against Sarah Cardani in the first inning. Quakers have been able to get 1 hit and 1 walk since then. She fouls it back.
That flew right over the car that got their back window knocked out.
It'd be funny if it went over the car and hit the front windshield. Then you'd have matching holes.
Somebody would not think that's funny, whoever owns that car. Is that the Claxon Communications mobile?
I sure hope not. Strikeout number 13 for Kara Lind. And we saw this earlier. She faced 3 batters, gave up a 2-run home run in this game. Maybe somebody else would have been rattled. She has not been. She has been lights out. She struck out the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 batters that she faced and has 13 strikeouts in the game. There's a foul ball by Sarah Cardani.
And we've talked a number of times about the fact that Kara's going to be a Division I NCAA pitcher next year, and that's one of the things that those coaches look for. How do you rebound? Because at that level, you're going to give up some runs. How do you rebound? And we've seen how Kara rebounds today.
2 strikes on Cardani. She off-speed pitch there. You can see the expression on Sarah's face there. She has a 2-run home run in this game, but struck out the second time she faced Lind. Good eye that time. Down 0-2, lays off the outside pitch, 1-2. 11-2 in the 6th inning, 2 outs. Dover leading. Strike 3 called. And we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Kara Lind is so calm out there, she makes me question whether the inning is over. She just gently places the ball down and then turns and walks to the dugout. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Dover leading 11-2 here on WJER and Big Z Sports.
H&M Collision is conveniently located just off the boulevard in Dover and invites you to experience their unmatched customer service the next time you're in need of collision repair. H&M Collision will offer the highest standards in the industry using state-of-the-art equipment to complete each repair by the book, never compromising on quality and keeping your safety and satisfaction their top priority. When you need premium auto body services, trust H&M Collision where you're treated like family.
Feeling uneasy about your finances? Your credit union can help. I'm Katie Steinebry, a certified financial counselor at Dover Philly, and I can help you get back on track financially. Whether you are trying to establish a budget or rebuild credit, I can help. All discussions are confidential and free of charge with your credit union membership. Call Dover Philly today at 330-364-8874 and ask for Katie. At Dover Philly Federal Credit Union, we're people helping people. It's how we thrive together. Join us today. Federally insured by NCUA.
Bill Hammerstrom, Bill Morgan back here at Dover City Park. Bottom of the 6th inning, Dover leads New Philadelphia 11-2 here in an Ohio Cardinal Conference matchup. The first time these two teams have played as Ohio Cardinal Conference foes in softball. Batting for the Tornadoes, Abby Lind facing Brylan Smith. Lind has reached base 3 times, twice on walks, once on an error. Looks at ball 1. Again, this freshman matchup is one that will probably repeat itself many times.
Are you a softball statistical guru?
I wouldn't call myself a guru.
Okay. If Abby has been on 3 times today, as you talked about, 2 walks and an error, I'll finish the question after this.
2-1 the count.
Does reaching base on the error count towards your on-base percentage?
Oh, I would only have to guess. I don't know officially in the rule book what it says.
I don't either. I guess that's why I'm asking.
There's a high fly ball to center field. Easton Miller is at the wall, looks up. It hits the ground. I don't think it did go over the fence. So that is a home run for Abby Lind, her second of the season. And that is the end of the game. Dover 12-2. They will win against New Philadelphia on the home run by Abby Lind. So your final score here from Dover City Park, the Dover Crimson Tornadoes defeat the New Philadelphia Quakers 12-2. We'll take a timeout. We'll wrap it up for you next here on WJER and Big Z Sports.
If you're planning a major concrete project, you need the help of Stocker Concrete Company. From precast concrete products to ready-mix concrete, sand, gravel, limestone, and concrete block, the professionals at Stocker Concrete can help you get started and keep you on the path to completion using the best materials you can find. Stocker Concrete is the concrete material provider you can count on. See them at 7574 Route 36, Janaden-Hutton, or call 740-254-4626.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
At Harts's Quality Housing, we believe a home is where families grow, memories are made, and futures are built. For 47 years, we've stood by the values that matter most: honesty, trust, and a commitment to our community. Our goal is to provide affordable, reliable housing solutions. We don't just build homes, we invest in the future by supporting local student athletes and the schools that shape tomorrow's leaders. Whether it's on the field or in the classroom, we're proud to stand with our youth and the families who cheer them on. Hartzler's Quality Housing, built on trust, committed to community.
When it comes to protecting what matters most, trust the team at Grandview Exterior Systems. Established in 2016, they specialize in commercial, industrial, and residential roofing, handling everything from repairs and replacements to full restorations and ongoing maintenance. At Grandview Exterior Systems, their mission is simple: create peace of mind for every client while setting the standard for safety, quality, and efficiency in construction. Visit them at 2230 Township Road 415 in Dundee. Call 330-275-1807 or learn more at GrandviewExteriorSystems.com. Grandview Exterior Systems. They have you and your roof covered.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
If there's a new driver in the house, the East Central Ohio Educational Service Center is ready to help them hit the road with confidence. Through the Drive to Succeed Scholarship, eligible Ohio teens under 21 may qualify for funding to cover driver education, making it easier to get started. With flexible online learning and in-car training options, ECO ESC Driver Services helps students build skills for the road and beyond. Don't wait. Start driving toward your future today. To learn more or apply, visit drivetasucceed.org or contact Trudy Lewis at trudy.lewis@ecoesc.org.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Every game begins with a spark. Athletes stepping onto the court, families filling the stands, and communities coming together. At Needenthal & Company, their belief is that this spirit is what makes our communities such special places to live and grow. To all athletes in Tuscarawas, Holmes, Wayne, and Stark counties, your dedication inspires us all. Keep pushing, keep believing, and know your communities are behind you every step of the way. Needenthal & Company wishes all athletes competing the best of luck this season.
Hey, all you Guardians and Indians fans. This is 1980 American League Rookie of the Year, Joe Charbonneau. I will be at Shenanigans in Dover, April 11th from 1 to 3 for a meet and greet, courtesy of the Tuscarawas County Brownsbacker T-County Boxing Academy and Shenanigans Bar and Grill. Check out Tuscarawas County Brownsbacker's Facebook page for details. Hope to see you there.
It's never too late to move forward, and Buckeye Career Center Adult Education is here to help. Our Aspire program supports adults building reading, math, and language skills, preparing for the high school equivalency test, or learning English as a second language. Classes are offered in New Philadelphia, Dover, and Berlin, or enroll in the Adult Diploma program, free for Ohioans 18 and older without a high school diploma. Gain industry-recognized credentials and a high school diploma at the same time. Start today at Buckeye Career Center. Visit buckeyecareercenter.org to learn more.
Hi, this is Jan.
Bill Hammerstrom, Bill Morgan here to wrap it up at Dover City Park, field number 7. The Crimson Tornadoes defeat the New Philadelphia Quakers 12-2. Tornadoes 12 runs on 8 hits, no errors. The New Philadelphia Quakers 2 runs on 3 hits. They committed 5 errors, which contributed to the margin of victory for the Crimson Tornadoes. Some outstanding performances today. Offensively for the for the Dover Crimson Tornadoes, but Kara Lint was the pitching star today. She went 6 innings, struck out 14 after giving up a 2-run home run to Sarah Cardani in the first inning. She settled in, struck out the next 6 batters, and again 14 for the game. On the other side, Dover fell behind 2-0, but came back with 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning. And then blew it open in the 4th inning, 7 more runs. That's when there were 4 errors on the Quakers. The biggest hit, though, in that inning came off the bat of Sophie Bantam, a 2-run double. But in this game, it was the defense that let down the Quakers and led to the mercy rule victory for the Tornadoes.
No question, Bill. Sophie Bantam, 3 for 4 at the plate for Dover, 3 RBI, scored a couple of runs. Meanwhile, Olivia McHugh batting in the 2-hole for Coach Duff's team. She scored 3 runs. She went 1 for 2 at the plate and had a pair of walks. And Abby Lint, a solid job as well as the designated hitter in the game. She walked twice, reached on an air, and hit, as you talked about, that game-clinching home run in the bottom of the 6th inning, leading off the frame.
So 12-2, your final score. It is time for us to name the Subway Player of the Game, as we do in each athletic contest that we air here on WJER. Subway, eat fresh. So again, Sophie Bantam had an outstanding game, 3 for 4, 3 RBIs, and a double. Last time we were here, she got the Subway Player of the Game award. She's worthy of it again today. But we're going to give it to the pitcher for the Crimson Tornadoes, even though she might say it was her worst pitching day so far this season. I mean, she's never given up 2 runs in a game so far this year. She gave up that 2-run home run in the first inning. Her team was down 2-0, but she did exactly what they needed to do. They needed her to settle down and settle in, give the offense a chance to put some runs on the board, and that she did. Ended the game with 14 strikeouts over 6 innings. So our Subway Player of the Game is Kara Lint. You told me before the game you were looking forward to watching Kara Lint pitch. What'd you think?
Not at all disappointed. I mean, every pitcher once in a while, you pitch as much as Kara does, you're going to give up the big hit here or there. But as you gave during your play-by-play, Bill, when we look at what happened following that home run by Cardani, Lint would strike out 6 straight batters, settled everything back down, and Dover would eventually power their way to the win.
And your final score once again here from Dover City Park, Dover 12, New Philadelphia 2. We're going to do it again tomorrow, except we'll be at Tuscarora Park. The Quakers will host the Crimson Tornadoes in softball. You can tune into that again on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel or at WJER.com. A little bit earlier of a start. Athletic Director Tim McCrate of the Dover Crimson Tornadoes tells us that will start at 4:45 as they need some time in the evening to go to their National Honor Society presentation. Also, the baseball game tomorrow will be at 4:30 tomorrow. So make sure you tune in to WJER and Big Z Sports for coverage of all of the rivalry matchups this year between the Quakers and the Tornadoes. And I believe it was New Philadelphia getting the victory over there on the baseball field.
They did, and so both those teams did not win. New Philly on the softball side, Dover on the baseball side. They'll be looking, Bill, to rebound tomorrow on the Quakers' home field.
All right, we'll do it again tomorrow. For now, Dover 12, New Philadelphia 2 in high school softball. Thanks to Bill Morgan for joining me today. Thanks to Claxon Communications for keeping us running. And thanks to you for listening right here on WJER and Big Z Sports.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.